Wait, you play Nintendo games? Come on man, that's for kids. I swear I left my wallet back here. Hey, what's up you guys, this is SGB618 here, and today I'm going to be talking about my highlight of the Nintendo Direct, which was Metroid Dread. Now, I don't speak a lot about Metroid on the channel because, to be honest, I haven't played a lot of Metroid in a very long time. The last time I played it was like on the DS version way back in the day. And ever since then, I haven't really played much of it. And also another thing is that especially the 2D Metroids have been radio silent for years as well. So it's not like Nintendo has been super active on Metroid anyway. But obviously, if you've seen the Nintendo Direct, you would know that there is a new Metroid game that's in 2D and it's called Metroid Dread. And oh my days, this game looks so sick. I've seen the Alien franchise before and it's just so cool to see that there's like a video game adaptation of it. Obviously there are games based off of the actual movies themselves, but I mean, like, you know, a video game spin on it. And you know, it's just so cool and I can't wait to see it and start playing it as well. I can't wait to have more details on the game as well. I've already looked on Nintendo's website to see you know, the special edition, which I do plan on picking up. I saw a bit of the Treehouse gameplay thing and it's just so cool. I can't wait to start talking about it. But without further ado, let's just go straight into it. So for those of you who are following me on SG Bits, which you should go do, linked in the description down below, it's my YouTube Shorts channel, you would have seen my reaction to Metroid Dread. And the first thing that I said right as I saw Samus was, is this a Metroid Fusion remake, or is this going to link with Metroid Fusion? The reason why I said this was because I saw her fusion suit, obviously. And also, even as the trailer like progressed, I noticed that it was very creepy and very eerie. Again, very similar to Metroid Fusion. Obviously Metroid Fusion doesn't have a lot of robot sort of things. It has more like parasite, symbiotic and just creepy aliens overall. And obviously this game also has that, which is another link to Metroid Fusion, but this game focuses heavily on like robots, and I mean very creepy robots at that. This game also makes the player feel like that they're being hunted. Like in Metroid Fusion, like you're being hunted by like your evil version of yourself, and it's like an alien parasite that just takes the form of Samus, right? But in this game, you're getting chased around and bombarded by robots. So it's somewhat of the same idea, it's just different species who are going after you. And it still keeps that eerie and creepy feel of the game. Metroid Fusion is debatably the scariest Metroid game, and this game presents itself as a horror film as seen in the trailer. Also, let's talk about those robots. I believe they're pronounced is E.M.M.I? I think I'm gonna say E.M.M.I. Very creepy robots, by the way. Obviously I like it, it fits the entire feel of the game, and I'm very interested to see their purpose in the Metroid world as well. But these robots, man, are so creepy. They have a simple design, but in terms of how they move, it's like they crawl around like a spider, but they still kind of have a very humanoid physique, which is really weird. And again, it does fit the bill and it's still really creepy. It's not easy to make robots scary, I guess, but just looking at the opening sequence as the robot is chasing Samus down on the stage, like, come on, give us a chance to like see what's happening in the rest of the trailer. Like literally, the minute that the trailer starts, it's already going down. Samus is already in trouble, and we don't even know if Samus died at that point. We don't know. Obviously it must have been like a game over screen or whatever, which if it is, that is a very cool game over screen. Like you see, like it's like you're in the attack moment and then it just kind of cuts it off and then it just says game over or something, but in the trailer it replaced game over with the title, if that makes sense. That would be super cool, and I'm really hoping that that is the case. Carrying on with the whole robot thing, it looked like in one part of the trailer that Samus was actually taking control of one of these E.M.M.I robots. one of them was in a different color, and instead of attacking Samus, it just started climbing the wall. So was that Samus controlling it, or just one of them being reprogrammed to be on her side? I don't know. I actually think that is going to be part of the story and not just like, you know, an ability to have. For example, like let's say this E.M.M.I that's now helping Samus in the game, let's say it attacked her at first, but then Samus probably like shot it up and like, you know, made it malfunction, and then maybe Samus worked on it, done some Iron Man skills on him, and then she reprogrammed it to make it go on her side. You see what I mean? It's just a theory, but I do think it would be really cool if one of these E.M.M.I robots were on our side, and it will make for some really cool gaming sequences and you know, some pretty cool side missions, I think. But my question is, how will it be used? Like, obviously the camera will probably shift away from Samus onto this E.M.M.I robot, but if it's the case that we can then take control of one and hopefully attack the other E.M.M.I robots, how would that work? Like, does it have its own moveset? Do we have to like map things to it? Is there a mode where we're gonna need to like actually go into the technicalities of programming stuff in this E.M.M.I robot? So that are we gonna have to like, I don't know, use certain softwares, and maybe we have to like, I don't know, connect wires together and then use it? That might be pretty interesting. So that's all cool that we've got all these E.M.M.I robots to work with and obviously work against as well. But what is the main threat of the game? Like, this is probably the biggest question out of this entire thing, but how do these robots link to the rest of the Metroid world? Obviously it's a new thing that they're introducing, which is great, but how does it link with the Metroids? How does it link with Ridley? How does it link with Mother Brain? How does it link with Samus? You see what I mean? It's like they're their own separate group, like separate from the rest of the Metroid world. So I'll be interested to see what part they're going to play. And also, where did they come from? Did Ridley make them? Is there like an ultimate E.M.M.I robot that's like the most powerful out of all of them, who rules over them, kind of like Ultron in Avengers? I don't know, Mother Brain, is she back? I don't know. But regardless, I'm sure that the story will be really good. I'm not scared about that in the slightest. I'm just very curious and confused about this whole robot situation, because I don't know if I missed anything, but it just seems like they just come out of nowhere, especially in the 2D Metroid space and excluding all the 3D games. Or maybe, this is my next point, I wonder if in this game we're gonna have sort of cyborgs. So like, obviously you have the Metroids, but will there be Metroids who are also part machine? And obviously, as we know, Mecha Ridley is already a thing. So knowing how this is a very robotic game as it is, obviously there are regular aliens as well, but knowing that the main focus is on these E.M.M.I robots, I wonder if Mecha Ridley has got something to do with it, because obviously that's like the cyborg version of regular Ridley, right? So I'm just thinking, did Mecha Ridley manufacture these robots to kill Samus, which will then make him the biggest threat of the game? That would be interesting. And let's say he upgrades himself, so he's not the old Mecha Ridley, he also has similar properties to the E.M.M.I robots in the game as well. So he's kind of got that those laser eye things where like if he pins Samus to a wall or something, he can just shoot her. Or like, let's say he's got that really weird and creepy articulation, so like he can sort of flex his body in whatever position he wants. Like, imagine Mecha Ridley combined with these E.M.M.I robots. Like, that would just be so creepy, so weird, but kind of cool as well, I can't lie. So if that's the biggest threat of the game, that would be really cool, like sort of mashing something really old and something quite new together, and you know, making a brand new threat for Metroid and giving Samus a new challenge. And the last thing that I want to talk about is the game difficulty. I've already started playing Super Metroid on the SNES Online thing. So far it's really cool, but one thing that I noticed is that it's pretty difficult. being a Super Nintendo game, right? So I'm just thinking, obviously lots of games nowadays have become a lot easier and a lot less cruel, but are they going to keep it that way, or are they actually going to return to the old difficulty of the older 2D Metroid games, aka not easy? Or are they going to have an easy to hard mode in this game? Are they going to have any toned down or nerfed enemies and bosses and stuff? Are there going to be more than 8 directions to move Samus? You know, and not just up, down, left, right, and the diagonal movements if you want to shoot your gun and stuff. But I'll be very interested to know. I mean, I'm going to play the game regardless, and I'm going to try my hardest to play it on the regular difficulty, and depending on how good the game ends up being, the main game, the hard difficulty as well. And to put it quite frankly, I'm really excited to play this game. I'm not even the biggest Metroid fan on the planet, but I saw this game and I got so excited. You guys need to see my reaction on SG Bits. I was on helium and I was just like so hyped for it. It was definitely my favourite part of the direct. I felt like the trailer was really grim. It set a really dark tone and it presented itself really well. I saw the special edition and it looks really cool, especially as a Nintendo collector or video game collector in general. Something that looks really cool to have, and I'm definitely going to try and get that on launch day as well. And yeah, very excited to play Metroid Dread. Looks really cool. Nintendo done really well presenting this at E3, and hopefully it actually does well when it comes out and it's actually a really fun experience. So there you have it guys, that's going to be the end of today's video, so hopefully you did enjoy it. Please comment down below your thoughts on the points that I made in this video. Did you agree with them, did you not? And let me know of any more questions and theories that you might have regarding Metroid Dread. I'll be very interested to know, and let me know if you're going to be getting the game or not. Anyway, thank you for watching, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.